Do you want to discover who you really are? Are you exhausted and overwhelmed, and the one thing that you really want is to create order in your life? Do you want to make decisions with ease, release those stuck emotions from your past, and rediscover who you really are after abuse? Are you tired, like I was, to get into the same cycle of choices that will only lead you to the same result? Even though you do try quite hard to avoid them. I know, I was overwhelmed and tired for a very long time. It was so hard for me to acknowledge that abuse happened to me. That in that terrific moment, I lost a massive part of myself. That I lost my innocence at the will of a villain. I was a child. I was heartbroken, ashamed and terrified for years. I felt stuck in a body that felt like it was not mine. I felt guilty for not being able to run away and for keeping it a secret for so many years. And I lived with these feelings for so many years that I started drinking at some point. I started lying and partying too much with a strong hope that my memories will go away. But guess what? They never did. Not a single week passed in those 10 years until I started my healing journey that I wasn't dreaming about those moments. Not a day passed without me searching to erase those touches with other touches, without realizing that I was only continuing to abuse myself. And then, for a few years, I avoided anything that could remind me of the villain and of those moments. I hated and avoided the smell of beer, raised voices, loud sounds, and many other things. And I avoided these things so much that I isolated myself completely. I got depressed, I procrastinated, and I judged myself for being lazy. But that didn't help. What helped me though was God or the universe sending me people to help me and heal and now thrive. One day, my best friend Andrea at that time forced me to sign up for uni. So I started studying psychology. And there, I met one of the best teachers that looked at me and said, "It was unfair, Andrea. Just know that you are not guilty for what happened to you." She was so full of compassion, of understanding, but those words might not mean a lot taken out of context. But she said them right after I silently cried for an hour listening to a course about childhood trauma and abuse. So these amazing people saved my life. And at my teacher's advice, I started talking with an amazing woman therapist, and I immersed myself in every book and course that I could put my hands on about the effects of abuse and trauma. And a few years later, I got certified to work as a therapist and as a hypnotherapist with all of the women who suffer from past abuse. I worked with courageous women, strong and resilient women who at some point in their life decided to say enough is enough. And they embarked on this amazing journey of rediscovery of who they really are, using me as a guide and learning and implementing trauma-oriented psychotherapeutical tools in their everyday life. They took the decision to rebuild their true identity step by step, and they became more confident in their relationships and more productive at their workplace. All because they had the openness and will to understand how their past dynamics affect their life now and took ownership of their present. They became more aware of themselves. They learned how to control their thoughts, how to manage their emotions, and that gave them control back and freedom. Freedom from an identity that was not theirs. So because I know that it is possible to live a life in which abuse doesn't define who you are, but it's merely a part of who you are. And because I've seen the transformation that awareness, clarity, and ownership can bring to the life of women who experienced abuse in the past, I put together a 30-day course that starts in 2 days, through which I'm planning to offer you guidance and daily educational trainings, followed by scientifically proven strategies and tools to help you overcome uncertainty, create peace and harmony in your life. So, if anything from above resonated with you, if you are in a place in which you are ready to say enough is enough, take back control of your life, click the link below and start transforming your life with us. I'll see you there.